Let's see if I have audio. Looks like I do. Let's get started. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening. One of the two, depending on where you're at in the world, especially in Tennessee. Inside joke, only certain people in Tennessee will get that. I don't have the camera running. I'm sitting here with no lights on. I've got a slight headache. The only lights I have is coming off the monitor. I have been requested, or I was asked to do something in Davinci, as we affectionately call it, Davinci. I'm still trying to figure out how you get DAL when the V key is right underneath the F key on a keyboard. I don't know. I have the Sorts Off Mousetrack program app, whatever you want to call it, running, so that I can maybe show emphasis on some things um, when I do this. So I don't think I have anything in here. Let me go look. Um, no, I need to be okay. I can do a new project from in here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to click on right here, new project. And you can see I pressed the control key. It came up at the bottom of the screen in the weirdest green color I could find. We have Tony Wallow, Alice, and Jeff joining us in the chat. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I just wanted something other than just a plain Davinci background, so I got to thinking, why don't I use Mr. and Mrs. K's business proposal from back in the day, and it worked out pretty good. It's pretty simple to do, actually. I'll maybe even show you how I did that. What do I want to name this? This is going to be called live, unrehearsed, unrestricted, unthought out. A lot of uns today. Um, let's just call this Fusion Clips for now. We're going to create it and then go down here to settings and change the frame rate to 30. I don't know why I use 30. I just do. I think everything else in the world uses doggone 24 or 60. I think OBS was defaulted to 60 and something else was defaulted to 24. So first thing first, I need a Fusion clip. I'm going to go open the media pool and right click. Guess it was open. Right click, new Fusion compound. Now I can come over here. I can turn this on and it's right there. I just have it on another monitor. And if I go back to general, I show that my live draw is hotkeyed with F1. So if I hit the F1 button, then I can draw a interesting. Can I draw? Yep. No, I cannot draw. Did that not come on? Really? There we go. Now the reason I knew it didn't come on is I was looking for this sub menu to pop up. And if that doesn't pop up, it doesn't work. So to get rid of that, the delete key, then this. So we're going to right click and then turn this back on. But that's going to go away. So it's a never ending saga here. So right click, new Fusion clip right here. And we'll just call this, we can rename it what you want. I'm going to leave everything like it is and create. Puts it in here. We're going to drag it down here. We've done this a few times, but I was asked, so I am fulfilling a request. There's nothing in here. We're going to open it by right clicking, going to open in Fusion page, and you don't have anything because we haven't done anything yet. This is a simple one for me. We're going to bring a background in. We're going to connect the background, and then we're going to change the background color to white. I don't really like the default of black, but my mouse and I are having issues again. All right. If you grab a text node, and grab another text node, and grab another text node, and oh, what the heck? Let's just go grab a picture. Import media. Let's go to Davinci. Let's go to thumbnails. Let's go to, these are alphabetical. So somewhere in the D's, there is a Davinci open. Getting better. So we're going to use that, and we'll drag that down as well. All right. So now we have all of this mess right here. So the first thing I was queried about was changing the text node title. It's just F2. Brings up a tool right here. That's pretty cool. I like that. Brings up the rename tool. And you just simply go into here, put the name in you want to be. This is going to be called some. It's going to be called some text if I can ever remember how to spell. And then you hit OK. And then if you watch right down here, that text node is also going to change to some text. Okay. And it changes to some text. Now I put the space in, but apparently you can't have the space. So we'll get rid of the yellow lines. It's the same procedure. Go to your next text, F2, backspace, Mo text, F2, backspace, even Mo text. It's a theme here, right? And then this picture right here, I don't know if you can change it or not. I think you can. We're going to call this Davinci Open. We'll hit OK. That's the easy part. So if I plug some text into the background right here, it's going to create a merge node and it's going to put it over there. But our text color is white, so we can't see it. We change the color, and well, let's just change the color to blue. Why mess around? We still can't see it. Why can't we see it? That's interesting. So is this showing up? Nope, it is not showing up. Why is it not showing up? All right, this is going just this is going peachy Jim Dandy. All right, so Control Z, 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 Control Z. This is still not showing up. This should be showing up over here. Did I not put text? Oh, because I'm an idiot. We're gonna recreate this. We're gonna put this over here, and then we're going to have some semblance of organization. So you can see my mouse and I aren't getting along. I think I'm getting a new mouse. I think that's what I need. The reason it's not showing up is because I didn't put anything in there. So now it's going to be some text. We're going to put an emphasis on it by putting an exclamation mark or two. Now you can't see it because there's no color. So now we're going to change the color, and we're going to change it to this color right here. And we're going to hit OK. We're going to bounce the size up like that. And there it is. And I'm also going to go ahead and go to layout, and I'm going to move it straight up because I want to put it about right there. All right, so we're done with that. I'm going to turn this off now that I know what I'm doing. And we're going to go Mo text. Again, it's just the mouse. We're having issues. And we're going to go in here and we're going to put some Mo text. And we're going to question mark that because we don't know what we're doing. We're confused. And I'm going to go with this color. Now you'll notice I don't see it and I don't even worry about it. I know I have text. I know I have color. I'm going to connect it to the merge node. Hang on. I'm going to connect it to the merge node. And why don't I see that? If Wintermute's here, he would be telling me why I don't see it. Now, simple fix to that, just go in here to your merge node, right click and swap the inputs, and there it is. That's why I couldn't see it. Now, why this text right here didn't change color, I don't know, because I know I changed that color and it should have changed color. I'm not sure why it's not changing color. This is interesting, especially since it's in there. But that's okay. This will affix. This will affix. Well, I'm so trained into Filipino. This will fix itself in a moment. And we'll go okay. I'm going to go here to this text node, and I'm going to just put question space, question space, question, and we're going to take it, and we're going to plug it into this merge node right here. If I learn how to grab the right thing. No, we're not. Restriction on merge nodes that I have found is, really? All right, mouse, don't make me get out the old, okay, don't make me grab a wired mouse. Okay, you're going to make me grab a wired mouse, aren't you? I don't get it. I get really frustrated on this. Here's the problem with the merge node. 2, can't do it. So we're going to disconnect that. We're going to disconnect that. We're going to disconnect. Actually, we're just going to hit backspace to get rid of that. We're going to hit shift space, and it brings up your menu for tools. And I'm going to start with MULT. We have alpha multiply, multi-merge, or alpha divide. I want the multi-merge. I'm not going to do anything but hit the word add because it's already highlighted. We hit add and it puts it in there. Now, if you are new, just starting out, or forgetful like I am, I'm going to show you a different way to do that. Highlight your background, shift space, type in the word multi, add, and it puts it in the pipeline for you. You don't have to worry about where to put it because it does it there. It puts it right where it needs to be. Now, you have to connect this to this so that you can get the end result or the out. Apparently have a noteworthy style. Good, thank you. I appreciate that. I personally don't think that I have any noteworthy anything, but I appreciate that. So now we're just going to reconnect these, and all I'm going to do is attempt to grab the out, and I'm going to just put it on the merge. I'm going to attempt to grab the out, put it on. This is frustrating. Going to Best Buy today. They better have mice on sale. Put it on the merge. Then I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to grab this one and put it on the merge. Now this one's not showing up because class. Anybody know what that's from? Because it's white. I need to change the color. Now I'm going to attempt to do something. I should be able to grab the eyedropper right here. Go up here to this. This is really frustrating. Grab the eyedropper. It's not working. Grab the eyedropper. Go up here and grab the color. Oh, it worked. See how the color block changed to the purple? So I'm going to do that. And then you can see right here, it shows up and it works just fine. And then last but not least, we're going to go to Davinci. Well, that's a photo. So this is kind of where I struggle because I want to take this photo now and I want to, actually before I do that, now a couple things. Sister Mary Elephant. Yes, Wintermute. Very good. Very good. Good old Cheech and Chong. In their beginning days, more or less. Now, one thing I've tried to do, and again, I apologize, no camera. The light, this little bit of lighting right now is bothering me. But I try to get this as organized as I can. And with these mouse issues today, I don't know how that's going to go. We'll just do it like this. And then I want that right there. Put that right there. That looks all right. Bring this one down. And this is not a part of what you have to do. This is just me getting it where I like it. So if I take this Davinci Resolve photo right here and I put it in the background, will it be visible from the text? Or will the text be visible from this? Well, let's find out. I'm going to plug it in. More or less it is. And you'll notice as soon as I did that, the background goes away and this becomes the background. Now, why can't you just eliminate the background now? Interesting. That's why you have to have the background. Put the background back and it comes in. Now, as it's been pointed out to me several times, your nodes are marked. This is the background node and this is the mask node, I believe. Yeah, the mask node. So if I take this and plug it into, damn it, doggone it. If I take this background and plug, I am not letting go of the button actually. It's just doing it and put it in the background. It's not going to show, or in the mask, it's not going to show up. So it's good to know where to go, where to put it. Now you can grab it and throw it into merge anywhere and it'll put it where it thinks it needs to go, or actually where it needs to go. So pretty much with backgrounds, I create them and then I do everything and I don't even worry about the background. I knew it was going to go away. I was just kind of playing silly. So now we're going to go explore one more thing on this that I was asked about, if I understood the question correctly. And we're going to go here. You can mess with the size in here in the node itself. Or if it's, let's just say, for whatever the reason, you can't do this. And let's just say it's stuck at that size right there. Well, you can come in here to your node, space shift, and put a TRAN, transform. You got to read it, or you can actually spell out the word transform. Well, not transform, transform, and it'll highlight it and then click add, and it puts a transform node in where you need it, because since I had that highlighted, I put it here because I want to transform this. Could you put Davinci node in the background into a multi-merge? Sure, I think. So what Wintermute is asking is, could I took this picture, delete it from here, delete it from there, plug the background back in here. Now he's asking, can I put it in the background? I think you can. In fact, I'm 99% sure you can. Isn't this the mask? Yeah. Do I want to throw it in there? Probably not. Let's see what happens when I do that. Nope. Don't want to do that. So if we plug this in to the multi-merge anywhere, it's going to do that. But then you have to start figuring out what's got to go where and everything else. I just find it's easier when you're going to add a photo. Personally, I find it's just easier to bring it, me and this mouse. I tell you, I just find it's easier to grab it and throw it up there like that. Now I could take the time to go figure out where it's going to go, but I'm not going to. 103, I started a quarter of or thereabout. Now, why did I do a transform node? Well, now I go into the transform node. Let's just say I can't change the size of that. Now I can change the size by grabbing the size. I can angle it. You know, double click, put you back. I can center it. I can animate it. Can I animate that in here? Oh, I can. It's just kind of hard. It's not really kind of hard. It's, you just have to know where to go. I can animate this from here. So let's just say I wanted to not be confused and get rid of this picture, and I want to center this, and I want to have this like that. Okay, I don't have anything, so I can go there. On the transform node, I'm going to grab the center and not get what I want because funny. There we go. I'm going to move it over here, and I'm going to put me a keyframe right there. Then I'm going to go to the end. 450, half would be 225. Pretty good guess, 225. Then I'm going to grab this, and all I'm going to do is drag it across. And you got this line that you can tell if you're straight or crooked or up or down or whatever. And I'm going to go to right there. Go to the beginning. Then when I play this is just simple animation. At its finest. We go over here to the edit page and we play this, then this is what it does. Okay, pretty simple. Extra merge seems superfluous. I don't use big words for me, but you can order. Yeah, you can. Whenever it's right, you can come in here and figure out where to put it. I'm lazy and do it the most easiest way that I can. Now, if I had any brains about me, I'd say I do that because my time is precious and I don't have the time to go figure it out. But that's just a not right lie. Oh, my time's precious, no doubt, but I'm just lazy. I'm just doing it that way. So that basically explains what I was asked to explain. Yeah, Ken and big words don't go together. So what I want to do now is I'm going to get rid of everything in here. And I think I can do that by doing that and hitting backspace, and I can. Still in the media pool. I just deleted it from the project. And then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to reconnect this so that I have that. And then I'm going to add a text node. Actually, do I want to work with 3D today or not? I really want to figure 3D out. So let's get rid of the text node. Let's add a three-dimensional text node. And with the three-dimensional text node highlighted, let's go ahead and grab, I don't need a shape. I do need a merge. With the merge highlighted, let's grab a camera. With the camera, let's grab a light. And with the light highlighted, let's grab a render. Oh, wait a minute. Did that wrong. So, Control Z. With the spotlight highlighted, let's grab a render. And then with the render, let's go straight to, let's go straight to out. Nope, let's go to the background. Let's go by a mouse. I've cleaned it. I'm getting tired of cleaning it. I think it's just getting worn out. So now we have this. I'm going to bring this back over. And in text, I'm going to put 600. I'm going to change the color. And we're going to go with that, but a little deeper to that, and go here. Now, copper all coins. Hello. Well, you missed the easy part. Now I'm experimenting with something I really need to learn, and I'm just too hard-headed to go watch videos and learn how to do it. So I'm attempting to create something that I know very little about. There's my 600, but it's not showing up there. And I think that's because the light needs to be turned on. Now, do I do that in the merge? No. Do I do that in the camera? Now, if I bring the camera up, I can drag the camera up here, and then I can move the camera by grabbing the arrow, and I can move it like this, or I can grab it and move it like this. But I thought you could see both at the same time. Put that up there. There we go. So now I can see this and see this. Now what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to get the 600 to show up over here by grabbing the camera and pulling it back to where the camera shows where it's at. And I'm not seeing that. Now with the camera, you want to, I know there's a, over here in the camera, I know there is a checkbox to use target, but I don't see it. Maybe they changed it with the latest update. I don't know. So we put a light on this. Same thing. You can grab the, now this is not the light. This is the no, this is the light. Shadows, enable shadows. I don't see, enable the light, enable the shadows. This is different. So why is this not working? Not working because I don't know what I'm doing. I may revert this back to something very simple. Because I know the order is, oh, do I need an image plane? Oh, wait a minute. I think I need to get rid of this. I think. So let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of the background. I don't want to get rid of the background completely. I'm just going to throw it over here. So let's start this process once again all over and go from there. Let's bring an image plane in and connect it to this, then the merge. All right, we're going to back some of these out for a second. We're going to go back to here, here, and here. So I have my image plane, this, with this highlighted. I don't need a shape. I don't need a text. I need the next thing we need, which maybe I've got them backwards. Maybe it's camera. And then with the merge, light. And then with the light, render, and with render out over here to this. All right, well that's progress. I at least have something now over here, but I don't see it. So I thought the camera had to go to this, that had to go to that, that had to go to that, and that had to go to that, but I'm not sure. When I did that, that created that. So I'm going to bring the camera up to here as well. And then I'm going to bring the text up to here. And then that's not doing anything. So how do you do that? I just did it. So bring this here. So this is the text right here. Bring it back over here. This is the camera right here. I'm not seeing it. All right, this is not going well. Camera. Vertical, horizontal. I didn't research it. I don't want to import stereo. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Merge 3D, nothing in there. Spotlight is enabled. Shadows are enabled. What if I change the color of the light? No, it's not going to do anything. So I want to keep it white for now. Linear, maybe. I don't know. I don't see my target either that I need for the camera. There used to be a thing in here that said always use target. And what that does is it draws a line from your target to the camera. You can do this by holding the Alt button down and the mouse button, and then you can think it's control. Yeah, control, you can zoom that out. So let's go see where this is at. Where's that at? Is that out there somewhere? It's got to be out there somewhere. Where, we don't know. I'm going to turn the camera off for right now. Or am I? Nope. All right. I'm coming up on the half hour, so that's cool. So goodbye. Gonna do this very simply, very quickly. Did I not get rid of that? Oh, I did get rid of that, didn't I? Yep. Nope, I didn't. Background. Connect that. Oops. Connect that. And then I know in here I'm going to need space multi-merge. I'm going to go ahead and get a MUL, which is not using that. Got my fingers on the wrong keys. I'm going to add it. I'm going to add a text node. Text node to the multi-merge. Change the color of the text node to anything right now. It doesn't matter what. By going here in the text node, I'm going to put 600. And that'll be fine. I'm going to bump the size up a little bit. When I say a little bit, I mean a lot. So we're going to put it at about right there. I'm going to grab another text node. I'm going to change its color to, let's grab the eyedropper and see if we can get this to work. Yep, eyedropper worked. That's pretty cool. I'm going to go with the same color. It's about as broad as it is long. Videos. I'm going to connect it to the multi-merge as well. It puts it there. This is back to where we were. So to recap, we're going to rename it. We're going to call this one number. We're going to hit enter. Should do the same thing. Highlight our node, F2, and this is going to be called text. Enter. And now our nodes are identified. We're going to grab the second one. We're going to put it right here for right now. And then I'm going to think I can do this. So this goes up to 0.5. Can I put in, let's just say I wanted it to be something ridiculously stupid like 2.0. I can do that. Okay. So what I wanted to point out there, I doggone near, I almost went to a Josh Kinder reference. What I wanted to point out there is I take the slider, it only goes up to 0.5 until I manually changed it. Now you should be able to double click this and it goes back, and it does. So slider now it goes up to 2 because that's what I set. What if we set this to, I don't know, let's go 5. Okay, that's cool. So let's just say you have a moment of, I can't remember how to do that. Well, that's just too big. I'm going to shift space. I'm going to go get me a transform, T-R-A-N-S. Transform, add it in between. And again, it's just a flow chart. Take a background, run it into the merge, take a number, run it to a transfer, run it into the merge, run it to the out. So that's too big. I'm going to bring this size way down. Even though my original one was 600 or 5 or 10 or whatever the heck it was. Copperal asked a very good question. Oh, by the way, Copperal, good to see you. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I learned this because when we lived in Illinois, a good friend of mine in Vegas caught COVID, called me up one day and said, hey, Kuya's brother in Philippines, and he said, can you teach me how to live stream on YouTube and do video editing? He had a specific editing program, which was not Davinci. He wanted Sony Vegas Pro. Very hard to learn. I've done probably 4 or 5 video editing programs. I got to Davinci because of one of my not subscribers that shows up every day. and how he fast forwarded it. So we're going to fast forward. I got here because I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I'm subscribed to probably 10 Davinci Resolve creators. I watched them, and now I'm teaching myself. Just like the utter failure of a while ago, when we grab this and we grab that. With that highlighted, 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 we grab that. So now I'm teaching myself. And then I want this to go in here. Sure, that works. And, if you can't poke fun at yourself, who can you poke fun at? But anyway, I've watched a lot of videos, and now I'm trying to learn it on my own. Now, at some point in time, I very unwisely, very stupidly said, I'm not going to watch videos. I'm going to figure this out on my own. And then someone said, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. And I had forgot about that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with asking for help. So I started reaching back out. I started watching videos, and I do reach out to some creators, and some of the creators do actually get back. Some of the ones that are, 100,000 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers, more than 326, get back to me, which that really in itself is pretty cool. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm a little over time right now. So that's where a transfer node comes in to help. Now, I hope the gentleman that wanted this is watching, because now this gives him an idea of how to renumber, how to change the size, how to put a he was particularly wrapped up on the transform node itself. You can do a lot in here. You can move it left to right. You can move it up and down. You can do the same thing in here. You just got to know where to go. Which text, you go to layout, it's the same thing. You can grab the fusion thing up here and do it. And when it turns green, that means it's not going to show up sometimes, but I found that to be not accurate as well. You can change the angle, and all this is for keyframing. So let's just say you wanted to really freak somebody out. We'll put that back to the original. We're going to go to frame number, it's at 132, so let's go 65. And we're going to set a keyframe for the rotation of the angle. And we're going to go to 130. And at frame 130, we're just going to grab that. Then we're going to go another one, go to 195. And we're going to grab it back this way. And then we're going to go to, I don't know, right there. It doesn't really matter. We're going to go back to here. Then we're going to go to the end by pressing the end. And we're going to double click this to put it back to normal. Oh, can't do that. And I know that. And I knew that. Because when you double click it here, it gets rid of everything. So we're going to go 165. Set the keyframe by pressing the diamond. Go back to 65 here-ish. It doesn't matter. Change it. Automatically sets the keyframe. You can see that because the keyframe's highlighted. We go forward. Rotate it to here. Keyframe is set. Go forward. Rotate it to there. Go to the end. And then you want to put this by hitting the dot right here. Right there, it puts it back to 0. Now that whole thing is keyframed. If we go to the beginning, we go back over here, and we hit play, then that should, at some point in time, do that. Slow as molasses. But it gives you an idea of how animation is done. That's going to wrap it up. Yes, I did see your nickel video, and I wished I could have caught it live, but I didn't see it. Yes, it was so cool to see you using Davinci and the things you were doing with that. That was really neat, and I like how you put it together to show how you do your streams. I thought that was really informative. Now, Another thing is you'll notice when you're in the edit page, you cannot get to the Fusion page to make it. If I wanted to move this video right here, you have to be in the edit page to do that. You cannot get around it. Hello, Darren. I did get your email. I suspected there was only 7 episodes as well. So now we're going to go into here and we're going to change this color to some god awful green. And we're going to lower it down just a little bit right there. And then we're going to bump the size up. And then we're going to watch this. This will be kind of wrapping this up in my last thing. I'm going to go to the transform node. I'm going to Control C to copy it. I'm going to off over here and I'm going to paste it right here. And then I'm going to disconnect the text. Anyone want to guess what I'm hoping to duplicate here? And if you said the same transform, you are correct. So we're going to grab, Mrs. K is laughing at me. We're going to grab this and put it there. And then we're going to grab that and put it in there. And then we're going to go over here and bump this size up just a little bit. Go back to the edit page. We're going to hit play. And they should mirror one another. If it works, they should mirror one another. And it looks like they do mirror one another. Cool. I like that. I do like, this is a good start for what I have been thinking about. I like it. I really do like it. Now, what happens if we take this from 15 seconds and slow it down to, let's just say, whatever that is, 4 seconds? Will that speed up the animation? Nope, it doesn't. Just doesn't have the full animation. So Control Z is my friend. All right, that's going to wrap it up unless there are any questions over in chat. Greg Guy is with us. Hello, Greg. Sorry about your migraine that I'm giving you. That's an inside Zoom joke. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. There is one other thing I want to do. So, again, you can click on the Fusion tab, get you to Fusion, or you can right-click and get to the Fusion page. It's the same thing. I do want one last thing, and I'm going to work. It's Black Friday, Darren. We don't have work on Black Friday. We do Davinci Resolve. Then we go shopping and spend money we don't need to be spending. So I'm going to grab, now I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, I'm going to go right here. I'm going to put one more merge node in here. And this is going to be called F2 and backspace email. Enter. I'm going to bring it up so we can see it. I'm going to go up here. If you want to join us on the Zoom, homies, you need to join us at K Stout Z00M@gmail.com to get the credentials to join the Zoom homies. I'm really trying to get this geared up to have a minimum of 20 people for the 31st to 12 hours. And that reminds me of another one. So we're going to plug this in and it's going to show up right there. We're going to grab it. And I don't think capitalization matters. So I said that was last. I lied. I could do this all day. Oh, I don't want to do that. So that put that text node into there. That's not what I want to do. I want to Control Z. I want to off click so that I don't connect it to anywhere. I want that there. This one's going to be called F2 12-hour. That's good enough. Enter. Then we're going to go over here. Oh, yeah, I guess you can't put numbers in there. Oh, well. 12-hour live stream. And I'm building something is what I'm doing. When this all gets done, I hope it's going to turn out really good. And that's going to be, let's go with this color, violet, I guess that is. And let's move that over here. But Ken, I can't see it. You're right, you can't because I haven't connected it to the ever popular and famous multi-merge. I'm gonna do that right now by just putting it in there, and there it is. One more last little thing, I promise, and then we're going to be done. We're going to go grab the media that we originally worked with in the beginning, and we're going to rename this to Mrs. K, even though it's both of us. We're going to plug that into the multi-merge and see where it goes, and it goes there. Now, I was asked earlier to figure out right click. What if we swap the inputs? That didn't do a doggone thing, did it? So we're going to swap them back, if it did at all. Now it's right. So we're going to make sure we're good. We're good. Let's plug this into right here. Nope. And this is the only way to figure it out. And I have goofed around with this. Let's plug it in right there. Nope. What if we plug it into the mask? Nope. It did put it in the mask, but it's not working. I know it can be done. I'm just not real sure where it's got. Can you put it on something that already exists? You cannot. Made sense. Let's put this down here. What if we take Mrs. K, and when you do this, it's going to add a merge. And that I know works. I did it that way a while ago, which is the easiest way to do it. I will work on figuring out how to make this work the way that it should. I should be able to take this picture right here and plug it into the multi-merge and get the same results as here. Now this is going to look horrible when I play this. And 1:30. Wow, I'm 45 minutes into this already. You know what? For just eyeballing and screwing around, that doesn't look too bad. I don't know that I want the Davinci logo in there, but that's pretty good. Now I could fine tune that and bring this over and down and resize it so that when this spins, it spins within the circle. Last thing, and I'm out of here. I'm going to add audio to this. I'm going to go to my master bin. I'm going to go to soundtracks. I'm going to grab, I don't know, anything but happy birthday and military. Let's grab aviation, bring it down, close that, and then we're going to see how long this is by going right click, look at the duration. It's currently 2 minutes, 36 seconds. Don't want that. I want it to be 15 seconds in length. Click on the 15, click on change, and it brings it there. You can bring it down here to see how loud it is. That is extremely loud. You can change the volume by coming up here to volume, or if you're real lucky, you can grab this and just lower it like that. Now, you can make these as big as you need them to be so you can see what you're doing. I prefer them to be about the same, so that's cool right there. I'm going to play it, and I'm going to get out of here. Rick Lake says, interesting. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate it. So we're hitting play. Hopefully the audio comes through. Here we go. Now, if I was, Darren says, keep going. Sure, Darren. If I were doing this for real, and at some point in time I will, what I would do is I would come in here and I would make a cut on this about right there. And I know a lot of people already know about the cut. I'd move this out of the way. I don't want that, so I get rid of that. Then I bring this back over here. Then I would fade it in to about right there. Then I would grab this and take it to the end, and I would fade it out by grabbing the fade out as well. And the volume still seems to be a little high, so I'm going to bring it down just a little bit more and then hit play. And if this was a for real production, I'd come back to the media pool. I would go into text. I would grab L&K Productions, bring it down. I would grab thank you, bring it down. I would go to photos. I would grab Mrs. K and I right here, put it on there. I would close this. Then I would bring my timeline down just a little bit, bring this over here, bring that over there. They can sit on top of one another because of how I did it. And then I'd put this under here like this, extend this out like that, extend this out like that, grab my music and extend it out like that, and then fade it from right about there. I'm not going to play the whole thing. Well, you know what? Let's fade this. Let's just have a very short amount of real music, loud music. So here we go. Now, the problem I ran into lately is you see that this ends like that. I don't like that. So all I do is I do the Microsoft Simple, left click, grab, and then extend it out. And then I play this. I want everything to disappear about the same time, which looks to be about right there. We're going to bring this back here. Again, left click, drag, grab the edge, drag it back, off click. I'm going to bring my music now to here and go just a little past it. And when this plays, because of my video card, it stutters. And there you go. So when I get to the point where this is actually going to be put on production, I've already got my end done. With one exception, I want to put, can I transition from a Fusion? God, I keep saying I'm going to end this 3 days later. This gives me another good idea, actually. Let's go with this, and oh, I can. I did not know that. Wow. So I want this transition to be maybe a little bit bigger. Sure, why not? Then we're going to play it. Yeah, it's okay. Rick Lake says he's still renaming the nodes, but I'm getting there. 3 test node. I'll work on that too. Yeah, Rick, it really... am I practicing for the 12-hour stream? Yes and no. I don't think I'm doing Davinci for the 12-hour stream. I think I do enough with Davinci. I think what I'm trying to do is get together an opening for the 12 hours. Well, I'm trying to put together a build up to the 12-hour stream. And I don't know, I'm thinking about making this a countdown so that every day 600 or what's today? Today's going to be 560, I believe. Yesterday was 558, so 558, 560, 561, blah, blah, blah. And then when we get to the 31st, then I'll change it to say something like, it's finally here. We're at the 12-hour live stream, bringing in the new year, celebrating a year of Ken Stout Live with the Zoom homies, celebrating our special guest of Doug Betts, BH Ringer, anyone else I can get to come in. Which I hope to be a lot. And I want to bring in a couple more coin guys, give them a half hour, an hour. I mean, we got 12 hours. We got the game plan. We've got some trivia plan. We've got Doug, BH, and I believe Jose's going to bring a special guest in, as he says, one of his girls. So, yeah, it's all encompassing practicing for the 12 hours. I don't need no stinking practice. I know how to run a debacle. I'm good at debacles. I'm going to wrap it up. I've been an hour. Seriously. Tony says, really? Yeah, Tony, I'm good at debacles, man. I can screw anything up. Now, what happens if I go back into here? Since I added the effect, okay, it's not in. That's good. I really am going to work on this right here. Oh, one last thing. So let's just say I intended to use this somewhere else. So I'm going to bring all this down. And I know this will probably get messed up because I'm doing this from memory. Bring that up there. Bring that right there. Bring that right there. Right there. You know, OCD is a very bad thing. All right, that's good enough. You can come in here and Microsoft Simple, grab those right there, and go to any of these nodes and right click, and we are going to group them, I think. I don't want to make a macro. We're going to group them. Now they're in a group. Woo, look at that. Instead of having that whole big mess on there like that, I have it grouped. Now, how do I get out of that? I have no idea. Oh, you X right here. So another little simple thing. If you have, and I've seen people, so let's just say I get this to work. We're going to right click, and this is going to be group number 2. And we're going to rename this by hitting Rick Lakes. What am I hitting to rename this? This is going to be called 3D. Oop. Yes, Wintermute, I agree. It does seem like practice. Oops. Can I do it 3 times in a row? 3D text. Hit OK. Now, if I had the means of putting these two together, which it can be done. Very good, Rick. F2 is correct. So now I'll open this, and I have that. Now when I open this, I have that. And I have seen some things created where there are 6 and 7 of these little boxes. Now, can I do this? Sure I can, but when I do that, I lose the boxes. Now this is the media out right here. Believe it or not, I think that's the media out. Is that not media out? Yeah, that's the media out. And because it's not connected to anything, media in, media out. In, out. So, for real, I'm going to wrap it up. I want to thank everyone for being here. Rick Lakes, Tony Wallow, Wintermute, Darren Gilholm, Copper Al Coins, Greg Guy. Thank you, Greg. You have no idea how much that means to me. I know we joke and tease back and forth with one another, and you get a little frustrated when I share my screen at night on the Zoom Homies after stream, but I do appreciate you being here. Alice was here. Long Dog was here. Jeff Ryman was here. I think I got everybody. I'm going to end it. I'll see you guys tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for the Ken Stout Live Show with the Zoom Homies. The Zoom Homies with Ken Stout Live. I was told to get a tagline, and that was the quickest thing I could come up with at the moment. Put your applications in for a tagline. Send it to me at kstoutzero0@gmail.com. Have a great afternoon. I'm off to spend money I don't have.